Today I want to answer a crucial question. How much resource plundering is hidden behind the Tibet Plateau Railway? The government of the People's Republic of China has invested enormous sums into building railways across the Tibetan Plateau, especially the Golmud-Lhasa line. Official figures tell us that the cost of this railway ranges from 194 billion to over 260 billion yuan. Even if we round it up to 300 billion yuan, the number is still striking, but not for the reason we might expect. Because at the same time, official reports reveal something else. By the early 2000s, over 1,800 mineral deposits and more than 100 mineral types had already been identified in Tibet. The estimated total value, over 6.5 trillion yuan. Let's pause for a moment. If you spend 300 billion yuan to build infrastructure, but gain access to resources worth more than 6.5 trillion yuan, that's over 20 times the return. And that's only part of the story. Further railway expansions like the Lhasa-Shigatse line and the Lhasa-Nyingchi Railway add tens or even hundreds of billions more in investment. But compared to the scale of Tibet's mineral wealth, these costs become relatively small. It begins to look less like development and more like a strategic extraction system. According to publicly available reports, Tibet holds over 70% of China's copper reserves. In 2012 alone, newly discovered deposits added millions of tons of copper, lead, zinc, and over 23,000 tons of silver village, with an estimated value of 2.7 trillion yuan. More recently, a super copper deposit was reported containing up to 27 million tons of copper. And it doesn't stop there. The salt lakes of the Kaidam Basin are rich in lithium and potassium, critical resources for batteries and new energy technologies. Discoveries continue. Rare earth elements, niobium, bauxite, materials essential for modern industry, are being found across the plateau, from the Kunlun Mountains to Ngari. So we must ask, what is the real purpose of these massive infrastructure projects? Are they about improving local livelihoods, or are they about unlocking and transporting vast natural resources? When you compare the scale of investment to the scale of extraction, a pattern emerges, spending hundreds of billions to access trillions. This is not just development, it is a system, one that raises serious questions about economics, environment, and justice. And perhaps most importantly, who truly benefits and who pays the price?